All right, guys, we made it to the campsite. Nice, flat, even, cleared out already area. So let's go, easy fun. So for this camping trip, I've decided to go with a simple, basic A-frame shelter because there's rain on the forecast. So I am trying to stay dry because that would be very unfortunate if I got rained on. So let's see how that goes. All right, guys, now that we have found our campsite, it is time to clear it out. So since we already have a dead tree just waiting for us, we're gonna actually use this as the main beam across our shelter. So that way we don't have to cut down a tree. So we're gonna save this. Oh. See you. And we're gonna get to chopping some logs for our beams. Quick water break. Shout out to Kingdom Outdoors for these awesome water bottles. Take them every time I go camping. Time to go cut some logs. And just like that, voila. It's a little too tall. So, I'm not 7 feet tall. So we're gonna cut this again. My channel's definitely not down to a science. We got our base log, which is about 7 feet. So we're gonna need 5 more of these. Actually just found this little log, but it's not rotten. Get that corn out of my face. Alright guys, we got all 6 logs. Now it is finally time to start building the A-frame shelter. There we go, baby. There is the structure of the shelter. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to make the shelter a little bit shorter. All right, guys, it's about 11:30 right now, and I'm hungry. I cut the logs too long at the beginning, so now I have to cut them like a 1.5 feet shorter because the tarp's a little bit too small. So I'm just gonna take a break real quick and eat some lunch. First, you gotta get some like tender. I'm using some pine needles, some bark. Gotta break it up. And we gotta find some little sticks. Make sure when you're starting a fire, you wanna have all your like stuff ready to go, like right when the fire's going. That way you don't have to scramble. Twigs. I have cotton balls covered in rubbing alcohol. They burn very well, but you want to like spread it out. I don't have the box to strike the matches on, so I have my buck knife. All I do is take it on the handle, just like that. And there we go. All right, there we go. Let's go find some more wood. Oh, got it. All right, guys, we finished cutting all the logs evenly, pretty much. Fire's going decent, so there's some hot coals down there, so I think it's time to cook my lunch and put it on this pan. Now we're going to take some of our dough. We're going to let that cook for a little bit. And there we go. We got the bread cooking. That's just going to get it. There we go. Alright, guys. It is time to check and see if the bread is done. Oh, we're getting smoked out. Look again, because we just got smoked out. Oh, it's not done yet. Looking good, though. Looking good. Alright, guys. It is finally time to finish the shelter. There we go. All right, we're gonna throw the tarp on after lunch. See ya. Well, the bread's not ready yet, so I'm gonna finish the shelter real quick. All right, guys, the bread should be done. I think it's done, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Guys, we got our ham and cheese. There we go. Look at that. I'm gonna take my cheese, just cut it up into slices. Oh yeah. Just cut off a big old chunk of this butter. Set it right there. Add this and then bite into that bread. This is Alright, guys, just finished my lunch, and now it is time to finish the shelter. It looks like it is about to rain. We finished the shelter. Alright, so we got all the pine straw in our shelter. Take my sleeping bag out. It is a Mountain Hardwear sleeping bag. Alright, guys, I just finished setting up camp for my shelter. Set up a sleeping bag and stuff. And I need firewood. And tonight for dinner, I have to boil rice. Or boil water to make rice. So, I'm gonna need some firewood to get that fire going. Alright, guys, about to roast some marshmallows real quick before I go get some firewood. So I just threw some pine straw on the coals because I didn't have firewood yet. So it'd be a quick fire because it doesn't take long to roast these marshmallows. And just like that, you burn the first one. And that one is burnt to a crisp. Just like that, real quick. We're about to eat these marshmallows. This is so good. Oh my gosh. Alright guys, we are about to go find some firewood and have some fun and knock down some trees. Alright guys, time to find a poking stick for the fire. Let's go. Alright guys, found a poking stick. Yeah, that's right. Nobody cares. Alright guys, I just woke up from a nap and I want some hot chocolate. So we're gonna make that. First thing you do is you pour your water into your cup so you know how much water you need to boil. So you pour until like almost to the top. You take your water boiler, pour the water in there, then set it on the fire. So let's go get the fire started. We're about to start the fire to boil some water for our hot chocolate. So first thing we gotta do is find some coals. There we go. And just like that, got a fire. I'm gonna set my Stanley coffee thing that boils water right here, and we'll come back. Alright guys, so while I'm boiling my water, I put all these sticks and little logs on the side of the fire so I could dry them out, and have them for tonight's fire where I cook my dinner. When the water is done boiling, if you get ashes and anything in your water, put it over your mug that you're pouring the water in, and that's how it filters out. Just like that, hot chocolate. Alright guys, quick update. It's about 4:15. I'm just chilling. Probably gonna take a nap before dinner. You know your boy's still getting work in. Snack break. Aha, we have them. Comment down below what your favorite granola bar is. These are pretty bussin'. Nature Valley. Bussin'. About 5 o'clock. I'm getting hungry, so I'm cooking rice, deer meat, and some more bread. Should be pretty bussin'. Come watch me cook. The first thing we gotta do before we cook our food is get the fire started. rain. Oh no, we gotta hurry. All right, we got our rice. Pouring that in there. I have no idea. All right, that's probably a cup. Bread. Our hands are covered in dough. We're gonna set that right there. Got our seasonings. We got salt, pepper, onion powder, and garlic. All right, now we're gonna put some on the rice. Let's go. And there you have it. We have all of our food cooking at once. And soon here we'll be feasting. In about 10 minutes. And the rice still cooking. The bread is not done. The rain's picking up. I'm gonna do it. There we go. The rice is looking real good. This wood is just so wet. It just rained like 2 days ago. Need to put some of this wood under our shelter. Here comes the boom. In other words, here comes the rain. That's perfect. All right, guys, we gotta take this under our shelter. How about the buzzer beater finish, people? Drizzling out here any minute before this rain just starts pouring. No way. As I say that, it starts raining harder. Daggum bread taking forever. Rice is finally finished. It's finished. We got a huge piece of deer, our rice, the famous taking forever bread. And look at that. I think I already told you, but I didn't bring forks. We're gonna have to eat like cats and dogs tonight. Oh my gosh. My hands are so nasty. Mmm. Mmm. This is the best camping bread recipe there is. It is simple. I did it. I'm a 13-year-old boy out here chilling. I just finished dinner. I'm about to clean up my area and just lay in my sleeping bag for a while. It's about 6:30. Good night. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning and it's still raining. I stayed dry all night long. We're gonna head home. So let's go. It's time to put the sleeping bag up. Almost there. go. Got our bags all packed. Now it's just time to take down the shelter. Now we gotta take the tarp down. I have to go home and get ready for church and have a 45-minute drive to church. Ready, set, go! Alright guys, everything is cleared out. The ride has arrived. The camping trip is finally over. It has been 24 hours and I am soaking wet. Definitely not hungry because that food was bussin'. Make sure to like and subscribe to follow more of my content. Peace and goodbye.